This is Veromnium signing on for today's episode of Seopolis Submerged 2, a pack where we are trapped in the middle of the ocean with nowhere to go. The air and the water are toxic, and we must learn how to survive. This bubble is where we will start from nothing and grow to being able to explore the bottom of the ocean without any trouble. But for now, we are trapped in our glass cage with nowhere to go. This is Seopolis Submerged 2. Hope you enjoy. So, last time we started working on some quests. And we got a mob farm up and running. And we were starting to work towards living gravel. And I have done the living gravel off stream. I haven't put it in my inventory so that it stays as an unmarked quest for now. But we have a stack and 7. It took me a long time to get that because, as I was complaining last time, it is too many steps. I have to get cobblestone, and then I have to turn that cobblestone into gravel. I then turn that gravel into purified gravel. I then smelt that gravel with some leaves to get me, like, the next step, whatever it is, the refined. The refined goes in here to make totemic. The totemic then needs to go through this system up here to become assembled. And then it comes back through this system to go from assembled to living. Totemic infused. This isn't going to do anything. It's just going to sit here. Because we don't have gravel, we don't have the fluid, and then we don't have all the fluid XP. I need a second deployer if I want to finish this up. Because I would need a deployer right after the press, and then the spout. But we do have the living gravel. And so that gives us a little bit more. So we are now working with 64 and 11. We will then work our way down here, grab our 2 speed upgrades and our chance upgrade that we are actually not going to be using that way. What I want to do is the same thing we did last time and grab my 2 chance upgrades. And we are going to, in this one, put the 2 chance upgrades in the 1 speed upgrade so that we have a way higher chance of getting everything that we need. I also need to hold on to 8 of them to make the key. So that's what we're doing. We have redstone ore pieces. So we should get redstone ore and amethyst shards. And then we just need to make an XP drain. And XP drain just requires a bunch of iron, which we don't have at the moment. But that should be fine. I also don't want to put all of it through, because in order to get scute, I believe we need this gravel. Let's double check. Yeah, we need the redstone mesh and this gravel in order to make the scute, so I don't want to put all of it through right now. Because it's such a pain to get. Especially because the only reason I'm not making more, and we have that 64 up there, is because I need sand. And in order to get sand, I need gravel. And in order to get gravel, I need cobblestone. In order to get cobblestone, I need dirt. In order to get dirt, I need mulch. I don't have any mulch. This whole process is what I've been dealing with. But we should now be getting amethyst shards, redstone ore pieces. And then let us go up here. We'll grab some copper and the key mold. We'll make a copper key to make the zombie trial chamber key that we need. 4 copper. This right here. Turn this one off. I believe that is the correct recipe. Zombie trial sphere, we need a copper key. Copper key takes, 4. Should be making a key, and then we can turn this one back on. Put the ingot mold back in and grab our copper key. Okay. So we have that. We will make a little trial sphere key right here. We'll grab the slabs. And then we're just gonna make this sphere right here. And then what I'm going to do is block it off. And then we can attack them from inside like this. And then we just need to attack and kill the zombies until we complete the trial sphere. I guess we'll go ahead and attack them like this. Yeah. They're not coming after me. I'm having to chase them. They don't attack me at all. And I completed the trial. And then every 30 minutes, this trial can be redone. We got the ominous drink, a nautilus shell, a speed 1 upgrade, and a copper sword. And then rotten flesh, obviously. And then we did get some copper armor pieces that we can smelt into copper nuggets. But that is something for another time. Come on, let me in. I'm gonna have to do this, walk through, and there we go. And I actually can't put pretty much any of this into my system. My system is full. So we are going to have to wait till we upgrade this, which it shouldn't take too long before we can upgrade it, because it just takes obsidian. And look at that, we're full. Actually, this copper helmet is undamaged. These pieces are damaged, so we don't need them. And that is why I have holes into the ocean all over the place. So we're going to run all the way over to this guy. We're going to go, I don't need these, and throw them in the water. And that includes the sword, because the sword is useless. And so, now that we see here, the ominous drink, it gives our bad omen effect, increases the difficulty of trial spawners, and defeating the trial spawner with bad omen will unlock a new trial sphere. Does give us a shield, which is nice. So we finally have something for our offhand. We're like actually dressed up now. But it should be done sieving now. It is fantastic. A bunch of ore pieces. So that gave us a lot less than usual, but I guess we did do about half the amount we normally do. Redstone is the one we need to pay attention to. Everything else can wait, but redstone is our new one, so that's the one we want to focus on. And we will be mining it with our Paxel of Luck. Actually, we can't. Damn it. Because it requires an iron grade Paxel. And the lapis one is not. That's unfortunate. But it's okay. That does unlock this. We need to make a redstone mesh. Which is 450 megabuckets. Millibuckets. So 4 pieces of redstone dust and our mesh. Our mesh mold. We will run all the way over here, swap out our mesh. Go in here, tell it to smelt 4 redstone. I also just need to empty it because we've got so much fluid XP and we really don't need it in here. We need it in our other machine. So once we get iron and glass, we can figure that out. Okay. We should be making a mesh. Molten redstone. Oh, is that not how we do it? Mesh mold, molten redstone. Oh, 450. It's 5 pieces. My bad. Okay. I don't know why I went up. I meant to go over here. We can throw all that's left of these little shards in here. We don't need the amethyst shards on us right now. It'll just be to make tinted glass and drawer controllers. Drawer controllers should be something we should look into, but not something we need to look into right now. Okay, we should have our redstone mesh. Alrighty. We'll come back over here. Take out the lapis mesh. Put in the redstone mesh. And have it sieve 32 more living gravel. And hope that we get enough scute. We need 24 pieces of scute. And the chance for scute is 15%. Yeah, it's not going great. A couple have gone through, and I think we've gotten 1 turtle scute. So we might have to go through this whole process again. Which is fine, I guess. Let me make some wooden swords. If I tell it to make me 4, it'll make me 3. That's fine. And then I just need leaves. And then we're going to do the same thing we've done before, where we just put them all down. And as long as they're all interconnected, and then we will just vein mine them to get the leaves so that we can do mulch. Turn the mulch into dirt to make cobblestone so that we can start the whole process of making more living gravel. I did get all the way up to totemic, which we see sitting over on my machine over there. So I just need sand and mulch, and then we should be able to get it to start. Okay. Okay. Leaf piles turn into mulch. We will start the whole process of mulch over in this guy. I need this 64 as is to be smelted in this controller. Because this is our organic water. That one is our fluid XP. And then we just need sand. But I will go through the process of mining these. I need the iron. And I think that's the only one that's super important for me to get right now. So it's the only one we're actually going to break down. I got 59 raw iron from 8 pieces. Yeah, that's good. That's good. We'll start this process of it smelting to make iron ingots. And then pop down here, I guess. This gives us 8 stone and a piece of glass. And the reason I have that is that I'm also prepping for the CC quests, which means I need a task screen. And a task screen costs 8 stone and a book. So there's our task screen. We're going to put it over here. And that's all it is, but let's see. Task. The task that I want this to be set to is XP. Fluid. No, hold on. Input only. These are the only tasks. Oh, I don't have it unlocked. That's why. So I haven't checked off this quest right here. There we go. Now in here we can say, hey, 64 buckets of fluid XP. Hey, Luciana, I'm going okay. How about yourself? How's your new year? And we can run down here and see how much skew we got. 18. We got 18 skew. That is not enough. I need at least 8 more pieces of skew. And I don't know if there's a way for me to duplicate them, unfortunately. No, they have to be in a strainer. That sucks. But we do have more ore. Let me grab the iron. Iron is our main resource. I will go with the coal for just a little bit, because I need to make some mini coal. I think this is getting low. Yeah, we're at below a bucket's worth. So we'll put more water in our smeltery so that it can actually do its job. These are slowly making iron ingots, which is good. Means I can complete at least one more quest, but we should be able to complete 2. I need an XP singularity. Requires me to get iron bars, and a hopper, and a singularity tank. We're missing the glass. Of course we are. So I just need more glass, so I just need my dirt to come through a little better. Okay, we're at 27. That's enough for now. Alrighty. That should be getting us pebbles. Once we have 4 stacks of pebbles, we can make sand so that we can start this process. Because I think sand is the only thing we're missing now. I do need to make more fluid XP. So let's go check out the mob farm then. Really quick, I will grab my crafting table and 4 pieces of iron. Do I have any steel? Just 3. Dang it. Okay. The reason I was looking at that is I changed how the storage system works over here. The storage that I was using was just a double chest, but that was filling up really quickly. So I did switch over to using a modular storage. It is full. So we will take our little tier 1 storage and double its capacity. Now it should fill up again, but now it should be a little slower. And for the next tier, I need gunpowder. I need ender pearls. And spider eyes. Those are the best items to smelt to get the XP. So we just need to, really all we need to focus on is those items. So we can do that. I didn't light up in there, so it's spawning mobs for me. That's not what I need it to do. We'll have to fix that before too long. Let's throw a bunch of gunpowder in. We will open up the spoils bags to see if there's anything of use in them. I got a gold coin, that's nice. Everything else can pretty much just be thrown in here. And then the ender pearls get broken down into 64 ender pearl fragments. We will also need to start working on this before too long. But each piece of gunpowder gets turned into 40 millibuckets of fluid XP. And we need a lot. I don't remember exactly how much we need. But we also apparently need to make some exothermic water. So, let's make some. I can make 2 buckets right now. We'll go whoosh for the water. Okay. Got that. And add in the exothermic water. Okay. That is a lot. We're good there. Now that we've spent some time doing some other stuff, hopefully this is caught up. Eat the fortune cookie. We got a fortune. Want your own server? Blah. That's not a fortune. Go in the water. I'm polluting the ocean I live in. But that's okay. I live in it. It's mine. I own it. Okay. We have exactly enough stone pebbles to make our cobblestone. We are then going to grab our speed upgrades. And we are going to throw them in here. And our chance upgrade. So we can get the gravel, then we'll throw the gravel back in to get sand. Such a great process. That can't be sped up in any way. Let me turn on my light overlay and we'll go back in here and light it up a little bit. Just so that mobs don't spawn. I could steal the copper from in here. In 11 minutes, we'll want to fight that again. Just with my Bad Omen active to complete the next quest. And then we will want to grab these other stone pebbles. 9 is fine, that's fine. And we're gonna have our millstone start making these into gravel. And then we'll turn that gravel into sand, and then turn that sand into glass. Because we have like 3 quests that require glass. So, it's just the waiting game now. We need to submit 32 amethyst shards, which I believe we do have. Yes. 32 shards of amethyst. And then that completes this quest, which gives us a budding amethyst. The budding amethyst could be useful later, but right now it's not. The ominous drink doesn't tell me how long it lasts. So all I need to know is that I need to drink it before activating this in 8 minutes. Sorry for that jittery screen there. I don't know what was going on with that. Ow. My base is a hazard for me. Okay, we're almost done with the gravel. And then we can make sand. Alrighty. And there's not really anything for me to do while waiting, which is such the fun part. We did complete these 2 quests. Gives us a little bit of copper coinage. We can make the drawer controller and the tinted glass. Maybe. I think tinted glass takes just 1 piece of glass. Yeah, we can make the tinted glass. No problem. Grab the amethysts. We'll put the gravel back in to get turned into sand. I need tinted glass. Woo. I actually needed that. I forgot that while I'm in here, it doesn't register. There we go. And then we need a drawer controller. So I need some stone. Need 5 pieces of stone. If I have some. I do have some, I don't need to smelt more. Great, fantastic. Get me a roller. Okay, it does require a drawer. So we will have it make us a drawer. Which apparently I can't do because I don't actually have the planks. Because the only planks I actually have are blue, which is not what it's looking for. Alrighty. Make me a dark oak drawer. Now make me a drawer controller. Trigger that quest. Yep. Okay. Okay. That completes these quests. So now the last quests in this section are to make the XP Drain Singularity and a Skeleton Trial Sphere. Which we get by completing the zombie trial while under the effect of Bad Omen. I will need to hop into my system and grab some chests. I apparently have 28 of. And dump my inventory. Okay. We'll want this and this. I think that's it. Everything else can stay in this chest. We'll grab some more melon, which for right now is our food of choice. This is still working its way through the gravel, but we have enough that we can start this whole process over here. We'll tell it to start using the sand. It'll start making us our assembled gravel. I know that the last 9 sand is not going to be put up and used, which is okay. How much longer on the trial sphere? 5 minutes. Okay. I can wait 5 minutes. I can do that. Okay. This takes forever, but eventually we won't need it as much, and we'll be able to set it up with no problem. Okay. That should be the sand that is remaining, and we can throw this up in our little deployer here. God, it takes forever. I should speed it up eventually. I feel like that'd be a smart decision. So we will grab this sand and we will smelt it. And then once we have 4 pieces of sand, we can make our little drain singularity tank guy over here. And then I can actually fill this, I believe, using my multi-block over here. I don't think I need anything in particular. I might need the valve. We'll see if I can just pull out the 26 buckets without that. But I now have almost 2 stacks of iron, which actually can't go in my system. Well, maybe it can. It just fits in my system. And then that is that. We'll come down here. We'll look and see if anything of these I can do. This I did. We'll see if there are seashells. Because if not, then I think I know what it's asking for, and I think I have it. Doing certain things will complete secret quests with rewards. Some of these secret quests have hints. Does it? I made the singularity tank. I made the larger singularity tank. It's over by my base. By my Mob spawner. I'm just gonna check off all of these. See? There we go. Yes, I have quite a lot of playtime. So I should have checked off these because they are the ones that unlock the quests. Okay, so I need to go pick up the singularity tank that I have over at my mob farm. We're going to be hearing that dinging noise for a minute. We'll come on down. We will pick up the jumbo tank. Or not, it'll go in here. There we go. Yeah, right here. Jumbo tank. So yeah, the rest of these, once we do it, it'll unlock stuff. I was confused about those quests, but apparently I shouldn't have been. Do we have? We do have some spoil bags. Okay. Cool. We got some stuff. Nothing major. But the spoils bags are also only tier 1. I don't remember how we get higher tier spoils bags. But they only drop from Enderman, so. Then cake can go in here. Okay, we can do the trial now. Ominous drink. We have bad omen for only a couple seconds. Okay, that's not great. Okay, there we go. The zombies attack me, but the drowns don't. So I just need to focus on the zombies. Oh, ow. That's not supposed to happen. Okay. Deathstone. Ow. I'm gonna jump up here. I'm gonna heal up. I'm gonna put down a cake. I'm gonna actually use my shield now. Ow. Nope. That was unintentional. Guess I'm not using my deathstone this time. Okay, let me run in here and get my stuff. Okay. There's that. Gives us a bunch of stuff, including the pinata flare and the skeleton trial sphere, which is good. I also now need to break this. Die, apparently. Okay. Also not intentional. But we then need to block off this little area right here from the water. Ow. Okay. Now water is not flowing in here. That is good. That is the goal. So in 30 minutes, this will go again. But I don't think we need that. I do want to do the piñata. We have a bunch of gear that we will never use. But we did get a secret quest of the Nautilus shell. And I assume that that actually continues into using the Nautilus shells. So there are actually crafts we can do with the Nautilus shell to make seashell gear and armor. I do want the seashell spear, just 'cause. The axe does 12 damage, which is cool. And then there's, of course, nano stuff, nano labs, which we are nowhere near doing, but we can use the Nautilus shells in that as well. And then, of course, we got our skeleton trial spawner, which we will get to later. Well, by later, I mean in just a second. Let me remove these deaths real quick. Those didn't happen. Death number 13 is where we're at. We will delete those. Can I just set this to disable, like, don't show me my deaths? Because that'd be okay. Okay. It needs a tough brick lock. Tough brick lock. Which we get somehow. Okay. Is it the stone key? Hold on. Yeah, we have the stone key. Stone key is used on the colored terracotta. I believe it can also be used... Yeah, we can make an overworld altar. I think it can be used for stone as well. Just colors. Okay, I know that there are other kinds of keys. So there's the colored ones. And then the pressure chamber. Maybe they can't be. Weird. Hold on. Let's see if it explains it. The next trial sphere. Yeah, I know it's the next trial sphere, but... requires tough brick lock. So... stone key can only be used for that. The copper key can only be used for zombie trials. Is the keys inside the zombie tough? Yes. Okay. There we go. That's what we were missing. I forget that my armor is complete garbage, so... yeah, I know they're spawning up there. It's, not really something that they needed to tell me. My Paxel is not good enough. I have to use my sword? Okay. Their copper swords are destroying me. I have enough iron that I should probably level up my armor to iron at this point. One piece of my armor just broke. Great fun. Okay. This guy ran over here. That should be done. It is. Fantastic. I got an iron chestplate. That is way better for my armor. We'll throw on some of the broken stuff, including a slightly broken iron helmet. And then we'll break open this door and do the same thing we did over at the zombie one so that you don't accidentally trigger these. Come on. I grab my slabs. Okay, blue slabs. We will go ahead and do this right here. Okay. Now we have our 2 little trial spheres that we can do every 30 minutes, if we want to. I also got an iron sword with burning on it. Does slightly less attack damage than my steel sword, but that's okay. And then down into the abyss we'll go all of this useless copper gear. Okay, before we do that again, because it did give us another ominous drink. Before we do it again, but ominous, we're gonna level up our stuff to the next tier. We are gonna go all the way over into here and break a hole in the ceiling. I need some blocks and I need a stick. I do not need any of my obituaries though. So, off into the void that is the big room. Because I don't use it. Never gonna use the big room, really. I need some blocks, and I need a stick. Okay. We go 1, 2, 3, and we're just gonna knock out the entire ceiling here. Because the room that used to have a broken out ceiling, we replaced. It was this room. And then we have the pinata flare. It will spawn us in a pinata that'll drop from the sky. And we got flippers from the artifacts. Nice. We need to research them. And to do that, we just need to connect up all of these stars. Should be this. And then that? Yeah, got it. Increases my swimming speed. It is good that I got those when I did. Scroll all the way down to the shoes category, and we'll put on the flippers. I got little flippers. we are going to disable their appearance. So that none of my things actually show up on my character, because there's no reason for them to. Okay. We're going to put the tough bricks in there. Now we can grab our 64 ender pearl fragments. We can grab our assembled gravel. We're going to break this spout. And in this chest, we're going to throw our ender pearl fragments. We're going to put our assembled gravel. It's going to get an ender pearl fragment, come all the way down to the end here, get sprayed with some experience, and we get living gravel. And the reason I have to destroy this one is if I still have it here. Even though there's nothing in it, they stop waiting for the experience. So it'll just sit in a chest until we need it again. Which we will. We will need it again. I have no qualms with saying that we will 100% need it again. Now we just need to do the XP drain, and then we'll be done with that room there. Grab this. Go, hey, I need this singularity tank. Make me one. Singularity drain. 1. Big ol' loud noise. And we are completely done with the Mobster Mash category. And now we just need Turtle Scoot. It does give us 3, which means we just need 3 pieces, I think, from all of these. The living gravel is a lot faster than the other ones. So let's grab speed and chance upgrades. And hope for Turtle Scoot. Just need 3 more pieces, and then we have enough for a full set of turtle armor. Because we need, what did I say earlier, 24? And we can make either chest plate. This one is 1 armor toughness, 30% knockback resistance. This one is 6 armor, 5% knockback resistance. Well, actually, each one gives me more Turtle Scoot. So I didn't even need to make all this. I could have just started making the suits of armor, and I would have had enough. Ow. Okay. To start off with, turtle shoes, turtle pants, and a turtle chest plate. And then, if we claim all 3 of those quests, we have 12 more. We can make the turtle helmet, too. And that gives us 3 more. The resource fish, we need buckets. And then we need to make a resource fish tank. Which all we're missing is a singularity tank. Because we don't have enough sand. Fantastic. Just what I needed. Okay, let us make a copper paxel. If we can. I don't think we can. What kinds of paxels can we make? Bronze, but not copper. Osmium. I'm using a steel one. I don't have enough bronze. Guess we're making an iron one. Okay. Give me an iron shovel. An iron pickaxe. And an iron axe. And make me an iron paxel. Okay. My steel one is about to break, which is why I'm doing this. And then we can start making all of the seashell stuff. Make me a seashell hoe. Seashell shovel. Seashell axe. Seashell pickaxe. And a seashell spear. Is that not the next step of this Nautilus Shell secret quest line? Apparently not. That is okay. Some sort of trial spheres. Yeah, I made the trial spheres already. Okay, now we just need to do fluid XP. That gets us experience nuggets, and then this will give us the mod masher. Now we can do that really easily. Alright, coming over here, go and grab this tank, this controller, and this hopper. The controller is going to go here, the tank is going to go here, the hopper is going to go here. I need a chest. I need... what is it called? Pipes? Yes. Okay, fluid pipe and a pipe wrench. I'm going to put the fluid pipe down. We're going to extract. This is going to slowly fill up, but it's not going to be enough, which is where our spider eyes come in. And our rotten flesh. And our bones. And our gunpowder. And our slime. I have a lot of slime balls. So, we are going to slap down a chest. And it is going to be filled with all of this. And all the slime balls. Which does empty up quite a bit of space in our system, which is really nice. And these will all turn into experience in here, which will then be pulled out, and over time we will slowly make 64 buckets of experience. Which will be great. Also, it says that I unlocked a thingy, but what it means is that I did one of the chests that was required. All right. So, I'm going to guess that the seashell shovel works better underwater than my normal shovel will. I'm going to put a resource fish nest. We're going to grab some buckets. Sure, we will grab 10 ceramic buckets, take off all of my armor, and put on the turtle shell armor. I don't need the torches. I'm gonna put my sword up. We are gonna grab some more food. 64 melon is fine. Now, we can now go underwater. Because the water should no longer hurt us, hopefully. Guess we'll find out. Bloop. I can swim. Yay. I can go under the water. I now need to find resource fish. There are thermal vents. Dull kelp. Does dull kelp do anything? It's the same as regular kelp. Okay, so I don't need to worry about it. Resource fish nest. Well, got a bucket of water, but that's not what I'm looking for. I'm also going to run out of air eventually. I can't go too far from base. So I might make some doors for us. Let me grab some loot. Let's go ahead and break the spawner. Another drown spawned in the meantime. Oh, a couple drown spawned in the meantime. Oh, it's because there's a second spawner. Okay. We will break this. I have water breathing, so I should... Oh, I had water breathing. I don't anymore. Okay. This used to be a village house. Kitty slippers. I love finding more artifacts. Blocks of coal. Pumpkins. I have a decorated pot. We have note blocks. This snorkel might actually be useful. Allows for longer underwater exploration without the risk of drowning. Removes the fog effect in liquids. Great, fantastic. We will go ahead and make this little snorkel. Okay. Applies a water breathing effect for 6 seconds. It's a hat. Okay. Well, water breathing is nice. Okay, I still need to find fish. So, haven't done that yet. My base is massive. So it tells me I need to find resource fish. Can I see resource fish on my map? Those are starbuncles, those are starfish. Those are sea urchins. There's a creeper off in the water over there. Octopus. Maybe if we check this other map? That's a dolphin. That's an octopus. This is an anemone. Guess I just swim around until I find fish? Is that a resource fish? No, that's a starfish. I can't even grab it. Ah! Let's grab some gravel while we're down here. It didn't give me any gravel, it gave me flint. Oh, it floated up. So, up here. There's my gravel. I now have an iron helmet with max mana on it. Okay. Looks like someone failed. I'm sorry, Mr. Guy. Looks like you failed at this assignment. Don't ignite me. What the hell? But looks like they had a yellow base. I can grab some yellow terracotta for use later. Cool. And then we'll swim up. If any resource fish have spawned, can I? How do I use you? I guess we'll just double check the quest, make sure I'm doing this right. There are, these mean iron bucket, ceramic bucket, and animal nets. There are 5 types of naturally spawning resource fish: lava, water, cobblestone, dirt, and wood. Nests can also spawn at the bottom of the ocean. Breaking will spawn fish valid to that biome. So I need to break this nest, and it will spawn me a fish. Okay. Cool. Get over here. Dirt fish. Dirt fish. Okay. I have a dirt resource fish. I know another one spawned. There were 2 of them. It's right here. Lava resource fish. What? I don't know where that kelp came from. Let me catch you. Okay. Okay. We have 3 resource fish, but I want to catch 10 if possible. It looks like I do have to have a bucket of water, and not just a bucket. Okay. Do. Can't escape from me. I found you. I know that I need cobblestone fish, lava fish, and water fish. I think there's a gravel fish. I'm not entirely sure. That'd be useful. We can go even lower. That's cool. Blue stone. Can start adding stone to my base. Break more nests. Dirt fish. Sure. I don't really need the dirt fish. Ow. Ow. Cool. I don't know if my Minecraft character knows how to properly dissect a sea urchin to make it not poisonous, so that's a little concerning. Are you resource fish? Are you just regular fish? These are flashlight fish. Tube worm, sea cucumber. Let's go ahead and break another nest and see what kind of fish we can get. Come out the lava one. I don't remember. I didn't see which one this is. Too fast. Where did it go? It juked me. It's over here. This one's stone, I know that. Let me collect the cobblestone fish. Where did it go? It's trying to escape me. And successfully doing so. Urchin, flashlight fish, water resource fish, cobblestone resource fish. It's over here. Trying to escape from me? Fishy? It's close. There it is. Give me the fish. Okay, I got it. Now to go back to my base. Because now I have 10 fish. And we'll swim up here. Woo! We did it! I did not use any of my nests. So I have lava, water, dirt, cobblestone, wood, dirt, cobblestone, lava, dirt. Is that all of them? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Yeah. And then I can turn cobblestone into stone. I know that. I believe I can also turn it into gravel fish. Let's research the kitty slippers. Scares away creepers and phantoms. And then, if I remember correctly, we just connect the outside all together. Not this. This? Yeah. There we go. Increase safe fall height by 2.8 blocks. Yeah, I need that. Makes my base traversable. Okay. Shoes. Flippers have leveled up. Turn off the cosmetic. Okay. So let us go back down underwater and grab some sand. Because I've grabbed some gravel. didn't grab any sand while I was down here. There has to be some, right? Yeah, there is. Okay. 24. Purple stone. Cool. Pretty sure this is the one I already explored. It is. But the fact that we can find little dungeons like that is exciting. I want to see what else is out here. I know that to the west of my base is a warm ocean, and I'm wondering if there is more out there in the warm ocean that we don't have here in the regular ocean. But also, I want to steal this sea lantern. Because I can. It's gonna shatter. Yeah. I got 2 crystals out of it. Okay, yeah, this is the base that we explored. Some poor failed attempt at doing what I'm doing right now. They didn't even get to the point of expanding their base. They really failed. Guess they couldn't figure out how to start. Black warp pipe. I don't know what the warp pipe does. But that's okay. I don't need to know. Let's open up the map and see. Oh, it wasn't even to the west. It was to the south. Let's go to this little thing down over here. Looks like it's another bubble. Yeah. I've been seeing this thing every once in a while. Whenever my shaders come off, I can see it over in the distance. I couldn't tell what color it was. Black terracotta. Okay. Cool. Means I can add more colors to my arsenal. I can start doing yellow trees and black trees. Stuff like that. Okay, we're headed into the warm ocean. There's another bubble. All right. One is brown. Let's open up the map and see. So these are all bubbles. All of these little marks here. I figured that out. And then these rectangles are little areas for us to explore. And then this is something else. I'm going to put a little thing there that says go there. That apparently I can't actually see on my map. Why can't I see that marker? I'm going in the right direction, though. What is the point of being able to put markers on my map if I can't see said markers? Like, that doesn't make any sense to me. Then we have a bunch more sand. Let's grab some more. Orange stone. I don't need that. Okay, am I going in the right direction? I am. It's gonna take a minute. Can I teleport? I can! Woo, I'm not gonna do that very often, but it's cool to see that I can. We have a shipwreck. Moss, paper, potatoes, leather armor. Belt, feather, dark steel, and some books. And we have another one of these. This one is also yellow, so I'm not gonna do anything in that, but we have this. Like, portal. It's like a temple. Got a decorated pot. Got more decorated pots. Some skute. A smithing table. Did I pick that up? I did, okay. Is that all that's in this? It's kind of not a lot. It's kind of disappointing. Yeah, that's all that was in it. Weird. Okay. That's fine, I guess. But it's nice to know that there are shipwrecks. That's cool. Anything else on my map for me to explore? Went here. I've gone there. I guess not really. Let's pop back home then. And then we'll focus on getting the thingy set up, the resource fish. Because being able to actually start getting resources passively, but I don't have to keep doing this whole process over and over and over and over and over again, would be fantastic. And up. Alrighty. We're back home. We can empty our inventory of all this junk. Pretty sure I'm not going to use the drown belt, but we can see what it does. Increase the maximum number of amulet slots by 2. Allows the Trident Riptide enchantment ability to be used without rain or water. Increase the damage dealt by the player while underwater. Reduce swimming speed by 39% and my sinking speed by 39%. Okay. I will put it on though. Just because I can. Increase the fall distance, increase my swimming speed. Okay. Oh, I don't have enough experience for it to register. That's okay. We'll sleep the night away. And then let's get some sand turning into glass. And then let's focus on making this resource fish tank. I don't know how much glass I need, and whether I don't know if I need a different tank for each fish. While resource fish are inside the area of a resource fish tank, these fish will produce caviar. The range on the tank can be shown by shift right-clicking on the tank controller. For each 3 water blocks in the tank's area, you will gain an additional slot for fish. So I just need to make a tank. And then this will just be the part of it. Caviar is obtained when a resource fish is inside the area of a resource fish tank. The caviar processor is then used to turn caviar into resources. Okay. So yeah, I just need glass, and then I can make one of my spheres into a tank by filling it with water. We'll grab some glass. I can also build one if I really want to. Resource fish tank requires a singularity tank. Resource fish tank needs redstone. Fish tank. Okay. Does give me some ethereal glass. Need a breeding upgrade, which does require caviar, so that'll have to wait. So, before we do anything else, I want to make some iron armor. Because I do have the required parts. And then let's take the ominous drink and challenge the skeleton thing again. Should be available because it's been more than 30 minutes. Yeah. Holy cow, they are still strong. That is okay, because there is no penalty for death. My helmet has already broken. Good to know. No, let me... Okay. Let's grab some useless armor. And see if we can just go at it with the spear. Come and get me. Okay. Why am I not swinging? I'm swinging my sword, but it's not making contact. Okay. Apparently I also started this one. And they're able to hit me from forever away, which is great. I did get a bow, so I can do this. This whole issue with my sword is confusing me. I don't get what does and doesn't work with it. What the hell? Okay, now it's just the drowned, and those don't really attack me, so I can just finish them off. The sometimes not swinging is frustrating. Alright, I got 2 pinata flares. I got a skeleton trial key, a creeper trial sphere. That's not gonna happen. I'm not doing that. I'm gonna blow up 80 times. Okay, stuff I can just throw in the ocean. Let me keep the skull, shell, that stuff. Everything else, that can go. Okay, that ends today's episode of Seaopolis Submerged 2. If you did enjoy, please scroll on down and hit the like and subscribe buttons. Leave me a comment of any tips and tricks that you have, or any mod packs that you want me to play once we're done with this one. My name is Veramnium, and this is me, signing off.